You ready, Judge?
Yes.
Yes. Step up here, step your full name to the judge.
Can you state your name, please?
Augustine Dumas.
Okay, Mr. Dumas. All right, I want to confirm. The state is alleging one violation of driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. That is a Class 1 misdemeanor. You have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. What I would like to do is go ahead and hold the arraignment now instead of setting another court date for you to have to appear on another date. To do that, I need your consent and permission to do this by video instead of having you stand in front of me personally. Do I have your consent to continue?
Yes, sir.
All right. The driving suspended, revoked, or canceled is a Class 1 misdemeanor. That is punishable with a maximum fine of $2,500, a maximum of 6 months of jail, and a maximum of 3 years of probation. Your options are to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A guilty plea means that you admit that you committed the violation. A not guilty means that you're denying that you committed the violation or that you wish to speak with the prosecutor regarding the case. A no contest is not admitting or denying, but still accepting a conviction. A guilty plea and a no contest plea do show on your criminal history as a conviction. You also have the right to an attorney. Your choices are to hire an attorney at your own expense, waive the presence of an attorney, or get an attorney from the court at little or no cost to you by providing good cause. Do you understand those choices regarding the attorney?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to proceed? Do you want to waive the presence of an attorney, hire one at your own expense, or provide the court good cause?
Oh, well, I can provide a court a good cause,
Okay, well, what is that good cause?
Uh, well, I don't have the driver license because I can hit it, like when I got the ticket, this is one of those pick your tickets.
Okay, hang on 1 second, sir. What I need to do is make sure you're not talking about details of the case.
Okay.
So all's really I need, let me give you an example. There's no jail time being asked of this case, so you're not facing jail as a consequence as of now. If that changes, your rights will change. If there was jail time being asked of this case, that would qualify for good cause because that would be a loss of your liberty. So before you go into explaining the case, I'm trying to find out if you want to waive the presence of an attorney, hire one at your own expense, or provide good cause. An example would be jail time. Another example would be a mental diagnosis of, by a psychiatrist or something to that sort. If you don't have a good cause, then you're then left with waiving the presence of an attorney or hiring one at your own expense. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you wish to proceed regarding the attorney decision?
I can, I think I gotta wait for the attorney for not cause because I don't think that we have the money to pay an attorney now.
Okay, so if you don't have the money to buy an attorney and you don't have good cause for an attorney, are you wishing to waive the presence of an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll be sending you a form that does two things. Number one, it waives your personal appearance that I spoke to you about earlier. Come into court on another day and stand before us. We're doing this by video. And it does, secondly, waives the presence of an attorney. You'll be required to sign that form. I'm dating it for today's date and indicating that you're waiving the presence of an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Before I take a plea from you of either guilty, not guilty, or no contest, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have questions.
Okay. How would you like to plead to the charge, sir?
Well, I'm guilty. I know that I drive with a suspended license. I'm already have my appointment to go to the school.
All right. I'll enter a guilty plea for you. We'll be able to move forward into sentencing right now to save you yet another trip back to court, okay? What I want to do is inform you of the rights that you're giving up when you enter a guilty plea. All right. Are you on probation or parole currently?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. By pleading guilty, you're giving up the right to plead not guilty and require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up the right to have a trial in front of a judge. You're giving up the right to have the assistance of an attorney at all stages of the proceeding, including appeal. You're giving up the right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them as to the truthfulness of their testimony. You're giving up the right to present evidence in your own behalf and have the court compel your chosen witnesses to appear and testify free of charge. You're giving up the right to remain silent and to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and also giving up the right to a direct appeal. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I want to make you aware of possible collateral consequences. These are read to every defendant that is found guilty, pleads guilty, or pleads no contest. Those possible consequences are the possible suspension of your driver's license, an impact on a commercial driver's license or other professional license, an impact on your insurance rates, the revocation of probation or parole, an increased penalty for further criminal charges, becoming a prohibited possessor if convicted of domestic violence charges, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, a plea or finding of guilt may result in deportation or being denied citizenship or reentry. Further on your citizenship is Rule 17.2, a citizen's advisory. It states that if you're not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or no contest to a crime may affect your immigration status. Admitting guilt may result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed. Your plea or admission of guilt could result in your deportation or removal, could prevent you from ever being able to get legal status in the United States, or could prevent you from becoming a United States citizen. Out of all of these rights, understanding each one of them, do you wish to give those up and enter your guilty plea?
Yeah.
You may file a Rule 33 petition for post-conviction relief, and if denied, file a petition for review. I'll give you a letter that explains what that is. It'll also explain to you how to set aside the judgment of this conviction pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13905 once the terms of the sentencing has been completed, and you may qualify for a certificate of second chance and apply to seal the records pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13911 once the terms of the sentence and the time frames therein have been satisfied. The factual basis of your case, sir, is the following. This is what you're pleading guilty to. On 7/30 of 2026 at about 6:13 p.m., you were contacted at or near milepost 255 on State Route 260. In that police contact with the Department of Public Safety, it was found that you were driving a motor vehicle on a public roadway while your license was suspended, revoked, or canceled. That occurred in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, and you are here pleading guilty today for that offense. Is that correct?
Correct.
Regarding your guilty plea, are you making that voluntarily?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. No one has forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No.
Okay. Did anybody promise you a lighter sentence or lighter punishment that if you pled guilty, you would receive it?
No.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of guilty and finds that you made it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. I'll be sending you a form that has my initials going down the left column of the form. Those are the rights that I reviewed with you that you're waiving by entering your guilty plea. That form will require your signature. Do you wish to give a statement to the court more than what you already have regarding the case before I impose any sentencing?
No, sir.
All right. The fine for the violation is $482. There is 1 day of jail that you owe fees to for the $69 for a jail fee. There's a court security fee of $35.80, so we have a total balance of $586.80 that's due to the court. Are you able to pay that today?
Yeah, I need to call my wife so she can pay it, yeah.
Okay, so your wife is in the courtroom and here's what's taking place. Do you want her to make that payment today?
But she's not here, but yeah, okay, we can make the payment. I don't have my wallet, but I can make the payment that I make the call to come and do the payment.
All right, so sir, she's in the courtroom right now and she hears what's taking place.
No, she's not here. Oh,
What's your name, ma'am?
oh, it is. Okay, sorry.
Hold on. Aled? Anel. Anel is here. Is that your wife?
Yes.
Guess what? She's in the courtroom, like I said.
Okay, sorry. I don't understand that.
No problem. She's here in this courtroom where I'm at, not in the jail with you. I understand that you might have thought she was there. So
Okay.
she hears what's taking place. Do you want her to make that payment?
Yes, please.
Okay. You understand that? Okay. All right. So then if she makes that payment today before 4:30, that saves you any type of payment plan. So I'll indicate that you're making the total balance payment today, correct?
Yes.
All right, sir, I'll be sending you what's called the judgment and sentencing form. That is the information that we just talked about the payment, the total balance that's due.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute to catch up our paperwork. All right, sir. So, do you have any questions about any of the information that we spoke about?
No, sir.
All right, I want to let you know that I'm releasing you on the charge of the driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. However, Maricopa County has a warrant for your arrest that you're probably aware of. There's a $10,000 cash-only bond that is in place on that warrant, so they'll be notified to come pick you up unless you place that bond.
I think my wife, they gotta put the money on.
Okay, I'll make sure she hears what we're talking about. So that $10,000 bond is in place. Additionally to that, the Department of Homeland Security has an immigration hold on you that does not have a bond. So if you do pay that $10,000 cash bond, then that only releases you off of that, and then you're held for the Department of Homeland Security to contact you regarding immigration issues. Do you understand that?
Okay, so even with I paying the $10,000, they gonna come and pick me up?
Well, when you say they, Maricopa County is not, because that will satisfy there. You still need to go to court there. That only is the bond amount. It is cash only. But then, yes, you still are held for the immigration Homeland Security, correct?
Okay, so I think, okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions about that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm releasing you on the charge of the driving suspended. You're held on the $10,000 bond and then additional held for Department of Homeland Security. That's all I have for you. I'll be sending the release order to you.
Thank you.
You have a good day, sir.
You as well. Thank you.
So if you want, regarding the charge, you can just pay that at the front counter, the amount. And I'll bring a clerk in here to make sure they have it. And then if you're wishing to post that $10,000 bond, you can do that at the jail that's directly across the street as well.
Across the street?
Yeah, where the sheriff's office is at. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. So I've got other defendants to see, but that's what you can do. If you want to, I'll bring the attention to the clerk that you're going to pay that. Is that what you're going to do now?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Judge, you ready for the next gentleman?
Yes.
Want to hear? Step up here, state your full name to the judge.
Jesse Philip Wentz.
Okay, you're going to have to talk a little more clear than that.
Jesse Philip Wentz.
Okay. All right, give me a moment, Mr. Wentz. All right, so the state is alleging two charges against you. Both of them are felony allegations. The first one is disorderly conduct with a weapon under domestic violence statute. The second charge is aggravated domestic violence. Both are felony allegations that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 10th of August at 4:00 p.m. The preliminary hearing is to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with those two felony allegations, not convict you. If probable cause is found, then your case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court, and they'll take disposition of the case. If probable cause is not found, then those charges could dismiss or be reduced to misdemeanor violations. Your release conditions are as follows. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if your address changes. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, and do not go near the location of 8269 West Juniper Place in Mesa Dale.
I have a question on that.
Okay?
I do have my truck and property and belongings over there. Am I
Okay.
able to either call his wife and have her drop them off to my dad's house, or am I able to call the Payson Police Department and have them do a civil standby?
Yes to both.
Yes to both? Okay.
Yeah, so you can
I
have,
want to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong.
yeah, so you can arrange it with the police department that says the civil standby, or you can have somebody else go over there as long as the other party's willing to release your property to the other party.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Further on, your release conditions is not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess any firearms. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right. There is a possibility that your case may go in front of a grand jury prior to your court date. If that occurs, you'll be notified by mail to the address that's provided that you do not need to go to court on that day. Best thing for you to do is to call a business day ahead of time to see if your hearing is still proceeding so you don't come down to the court for no reason. I am placing a $5,000 bond hold on you, so you're going to remain in custody on those charges unless you post bond. Being that you're held in custody, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. So I'll be sending a financial questionnaire with your case that if you wish to exercise your right to a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost to you, fill out that financial questionnaire, and if you qualify, that will get the attorney process started. The next thing that also occurs since you're held in custody is the prosecutor has 48 hours from the date and time of this hearing to file a formal complaint against you. If they file that formal complaint, then your attorney will be assigned to the case at that time, be made aware of your charges, made aware of your bond, and be in touch with you shortly thereafter. If a complaint is not filed within 48 hours, you'll be released on your own recognizance without any release conditions. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
What do I do about my pain medication? I got prescribed pain medication because my eye socket's broken, my nose is broken, and all of this is because I didn't fight back.
Okay, so you don't want to really argue your case now, but I can answer the question about your pain medication. So if you can contact the detention staff there and let them know that you need to make a phone call or two to arrange somebody to pick up your pain medication, then they can do that and bring that to the jail.
I don't have anybody.
Okay.
Well, then I'm unable to help you with that. So I can't assist you with that. So if you're able to think of somebody, then let the detention staff know, and then they can assist you by providing you a phone call. Anything else besides that, sir?
What is the bond set for what? Is it cash only? Can I do it?
No, you can go through bail bonds. It's $5,000, and it can go through bail bonds.
So that would what, be $500?
Yeah, the bail bonds. If you decide to want to do that, the bail bonds folks can talk to you about that.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
That's all I have for you, sir.
Put it back.
I have 3 more. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Michael Mcnite.
All right, Mr. Mcknight.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. All right, sir, I want to confirm your address. All right, the state is alleging one violation against you, which is interfering with judicial proceedings. That's a misdemeanor allegation that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial on. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on the 26th of August at 9 a.m. That's the same court date as when I spoke with you yesterday. So
Okay.
you'll be answering for both charges on that date.
All right.
That is for an arraignment where you need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceeding, and all of those options as well as the penalty range will be explained to you prior to you giving your plea, so you'll be well informed. Release conditions have changed a bit. They are now obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, which it should because I'm prohibiting you to go back to the residence. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not contact the alleged victim in any manner. Do not go near the location of the alleged offense. And I'm ordering you to max pretrial services. So it's the same phone number, the same place. Did you call yesterday?
The same place.
The probation department?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same person, but now we've moved you up to maximum release conditions. So they're gonna have different requirements for you. So I'm ordering you to contact the probation department at the name and number I provide upon your release. They're expecting your call, and you're to report to the max conditions, and they'll explain what that is and the requirements. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes.
Can you comply with those release conditions?
Yes.
All right.
And if I have any questions, I can just call that number on the paper, right?
Well, you can call with the probation department, yes, and then you can call the court. Our phone number's on here also if you have any questions.
Okay.
The other thing is both of these offenses have substance issues related to them. Drinking. Do you have a drinking issue?
Yes.
All right. Well, why aren't we into looking at counseling?
I don't do it physically. It's on my phone. It's like an app. that you can video.
Okay, so you are going to counseling?
Well, it's like it's random every time. It's just like a random video type thing. I do it on occasion. I haven't done it lately though.
Okay, well, these offenses seem to be always with a common thread of having substance. The victim, the alleged victim in the case, also came in and expressed some concerns regarding your drinking. So, that's something that you might want to seek. Something that's different than a video on your phone that pops up every now and then, because that's not working.
Okay.
So that's for you to have. You can do whatever you want. I do want to make sure that you're aware that domestic violence offenses, if you get 3 of those in a period of 84 months, they can turn into felony allegations, which is a step up from the misdemeanor violations. It could be incarceration into prison.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right?
I had a question if I can ask.
Yes.
What exactly was I was charged for?
Interfering with judicial proceedings. So yesterday, when you were released out of custody, when I look at what the law enforcement wrote on here, you had unwanted contact with the victim. And
Yes, and I take responsibility for that.
Yeah, I'm
when
not-
I left, I had to go to work, and my first thought was I had to get my keys. I didn't
Okay.
go to harass her or anything.
But
and
that, okay.
I had to think about it. It was kind of stupid.
All right.
I didn't think I was.
Well, right here is not the time to give the details of the case, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
understand.
and-
Hold on a
I'm
minute.
sorry.
I need you to listen before you speak.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. One of my jobs is to help protect your rights. And when you tell me all about the case, that's not protecting your rights, because this is not the time to give those details. Okay. So I would
Okay.
caution you on doing that. We're on record. I don't want the record to be used against you later if it has to go. You asked me a question about what is the charge, and then I explained it to you, and I explained to you why it's that charge. Yesterday was not to have any unwanted contact, and that's what's alleged in this charge, is that there was unwanted contact that was made from yesterday to today's date, which supports the alleged charge of today. Does that answer your question for you?
Yes, but I actually want to know the first charge of why I'm here the day before.
Oh, I don't have that case in front of me. Whatever I talked to you then, you should have the paperwork. I mean, I don't have that. I think it was domestic.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah,
It was disorderly conduct or domestic violence or.
Yeah, because it had to have been the first one because there was no violence involved that night. So.
Well, so let me explain that to you. Domestic violence only means that there's a relationship between you and the other party. It doesn't mean biting, hitting, or scratching. It just means that you're related somehow, boyfriend, girlfriend, roommates, brother, sister, husband, wife. That's what domestic violence means. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
All right. Do you have any questions about anything that I've talked to you about this case?
No, if I do, I'll definitely give that number a call, but I understand what I need to be
Okay.
focusing on.
You've got a new set of release conditions. Make sure you review those. Call the
Okay.
probation department once you're released. You've promised to show up to court, and you've promised to follow these release conditions. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance with those promises. That's all I have for you.
Okay. Well, one more question.
Yeah.
How many court dates would be being taken place before I can have contact with my fiance again?
Well, we only have one court date for you. I've scheduled them both on the same thing for your convenience. So
Okay.
both cases will be heard on the 26th of August. That's the earliest court date. So those release conditions stay in place until then, unless there's a motion filed by you to change that. If you file a motion, a prosecutor has to review it, the victims have to be notified, and all of those things take place. And then a judge, me or another judge, takes a look at what you're requesting through the motion on a change of release conditions.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Good. You're right. Step up here, state your full name for the judge. Abram Ryan.
All right, sir. And what is your full name?
Abram Ryan.
You don't have any middle names?
Oh, Scott, sorry.
Anytime you deal with a court or legal and you're asked for your full name, it's every single one of your names. Do you have more names than just Scott?
It's Abram Scott Veem Ryan.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yep.
All right, sir, I want All right, sir. So the state is alleging one charge against you, and that is false reporting to a law enforcement agency. On that charge, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on the 26th of August at 9 a.m. An arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest on that date. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceeding. All of those options, as well as the penalty range, will be explained on that charge that's alleged against you before you give your plea, so you'll be well informed. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, sir.
Can you abide by those?
Yep.
And will you show for court as ordered?
Yep.
All right, I'll release you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all I have for you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. Give me just a little bit, and I will call you back from the other device.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Sure, are you here for court or for somebody that's in custody?
I'm with that lady.
Okay, the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just a victim.
Okay. I wouldn't use the word just.
Okay.
There we go.
What's up?
Yeah, it wasn't working a minute ago, but I am ready whenever you are.
We're seeing a little bit of delay, but we will get this going. Sir, I have the judge here to speak with you. Will you step over here? Yes. Will you state your full name, sir?
One more time, sir. I barely can hear.
Full name is Colum Patrick Ruland.
Thank you, sir. I want to confirm that your address, the state is alleging one shoplift violation that occurred on the Tono Apache Reservation. Then they're alleging two other shoplifts that were off of the reservation, as well as a disorderly conduct charge. And then three felony allegations. The felony allegations are impersonating a police officer, use of body armor in committing a felony, and then misconduct involving weapons. That's the allegations that are made. You have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. On the felony allegations, I have scheduled you for a court date on the 10th of August at 4:00 p.m. That's for a preliminary hearing. That's to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with those felony allegations. If probable cause is met, then the case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court, and they'll take disposition on the case. If probable cause is not met, then the case could be dismissed on the felony allegations. On the misdemeanor violations, I'm entering a not guilty plea for you, and I have you scheduled for a pretrial conference on both charges on August 11th at 9 a.m. The pretrial conference is where you'll meet with the prosecutor. You'll have an attorney assigned to you, and you'll discuss the case, and one of the following results will occur. 1, the case could go to trial. 2, the case could be dismissed. 3, the case could enter a plea agreement. Or 4, the case could have a change of plea from not guilty to guilty or no contest at that time. Your release conditions on all the charges are the following. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately of any change of address or when you get an address. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not contact any of the alleged victims in any manner. Do not go near the locations of the offenses. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Not to possess any firearms. Regarding the felony allegations, I'm placing a $4,500 bond hold on you. On the disorderly conduct and 2 misdemeanor shoplifts, a $1,000 bond hold on you. And then on the separate Tono Apache Reservation theft allegation is a $500 bond. Being that you're held in custody on the felony allegations, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. So I'll send a financial questionnaire that if you wish to exercise your right for a court-appointed attorney, just complete that questionnaire. The other thing that occurs is the prosecutor must file a complaint within 48 hours of this hearing. If they fail to file that complaint, you'll be released on the felony allegations without having to post bond. So there won't be any release conditions regarding the felony allegations either. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I can't think of any questions right now.
Okay, that's all I have for you, sir. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll get it sent over to you shortly. I have a hearing I got to do, and then I'll send you the information.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You bet. Bye.